Ready when you are. Or not, Jay.
Congratulations, Keith. I mean, that must be the perfect start to the season.
It's pretty impressive on a lot of fronts, I suppose. You never truly know from pre-season what exactly you're going to get, because the intensity of the Premier League is very, very different to any friendly or most friendlies you can try to organise. Felt like we were in a good spot. The cohesion of the team has come together nicely over the last 2 to 3 weeks of pre-season as we've built. I think we produced a pretty good performance today.
Yeah, I have to ask you about Mamadou Sangare, maybe a player not everybody knew about before today's game. I think everybody knows about him now. What's it been like working with him over these last couple of weeks, and what more can we expect from him?
More of the same, hopefully. It's been really nice working with him. I think the club deserve a lot of credit for getting that deal done. A lot of clubs, I'm sure, were looking at Mamadou. We were pretty keen to get that deal done, and I think you've seen today what he's capable of, the attributes that he has, adds to an already really talented midfield that we have, and I think that's probably a position that we've needed to add to with the strength and depth that we need with the long season that we're going to have. So yeah, I really enjoyed his performance today. Thank you.
Tom?
On Mamadou, I think Tottenham's performance with 4 days shows you how hard it can be to adjust straight away. He started straight in. How's he made it look so easy?
Yeah, after his first game was against behind closed doors. He played 45 minutes. Then we played Rennes a couple of weeks ago, and I thought he just felt really good. Just the cohesion, the intensity of the way we train is high. So you're always looking for new signs and see how they adapt to that, coming from different clubs. Even though on paper it should suit his style of play, but yeah, he's slotted in really, really well. He's adapted really, really well, and you never truly know. Different league, different language. Even though his English is pretty impeccable, and just a humble young man that's very, very hungry.
Okay, you look to do more business in the last couple of weeks.
I have to say I'm very content with the squad. I think the squad depth right now is as good as it's been. You see the types of subs that we've brought on today, the energy and the quality that brings into the pitch. The starting lineup will obviously change as the season goes on, so that depth is important. So if the window closed tomorrow, I'll be pretty happy.
Keith, just following on from that, you managed to keep your key players on the summer, added depth and quality, whereas Spurs going for a bit of a rebuild, implementing the system. How much do you think having that resettled squad helped today compared to the opponents?
Yeah, they're none of my business. I'll only speak about us, and I know from 12 months ago and what I inherited and all the change compared to this pre-season, it flowed a lot easier. There's a real trust about how we work, what we built last year, obviously, and what we've added into the mix with the players I've just mentioned, and the way of playing, way of training. We can look to grow, we look to develop. So certainly from where we started when we came back, whatever date it was, in the June, July, to now, we've took decent strides within that period, but we want to take more.
Keith, could you just talk a little bit about what you've got bringing in Damien to the coaching staff and giving him any particular responsibilities?
Yeah, he's got a lot of responsibilities. He's my number 2. He's a magnificent coach. He's a brilliant support for me, day to day. Someone I trust implicitly. Someone who's already built up a really good rapport with staff members and players. Undoubtedly, they would look at his playing career, but that's just a tiny bit of it for me. That what makes him who he is. It's the craft of his coaching and the level of detail and his passion that I love working with every day.
Do you think you found it being back in a dugout this time as a number 2 rather than obviously he was a manager previously?
You'll have to ask Damien.
We had an idea of his personality from what he was like with Shevs and that kind of energy that he brings. Was that something that you in particular you were looking for to bring in?
I just want Damien to be Damien, really. I've known him a long, long time. Someone, again, who I trust. I love his personality, I love his drive, I love his passion. And we're working really, really well together with all the other coaches. Thank you.
You talk a lot about the long throws and the set pieces, but so much of the football today, playing is just cut Spurs apart. Do you feel that side of it sometimes with Brentford goes under the radar a little bit?
I don't know whether it goes under the radar, because I don't tend to read everything and hear everything that people say because I haven't got the time for it, to be honest. But we want to be unpredictable. We want to be able to create opportunities in different ways. Set pieces has obviously been pretty well highlighted, as you've alluded to, at this club. But obviously, when you look at the game today, we created far more opportunities than just from set pieces. But I have to say, set piece wise, we're in a really good groove at the moment. We do look really, really dangerous.
Do you think there'll come a time, Keith, when people expect Brentford to do well? Or do you think you'll always be written off a little bit and surprise people when you do the big games?
Don't know. Not really. I think that the nature of why you're all there with laptops and phones is the stories to be written, the stories to be told, isn't it? That's the beauty of this game. It's about journeys, it's about stories, it's about narratives. You just got to go with it, haven't you? I'm pretty comfortable where we are, and whatever you guys write or say, that's okay. It's the game.
John? Someone asked about both starting fullbacks scored today. I think towards the end of last season, we kind of saw who was playing there crash the box a bit, particularly Michael. I wonder if that's something you've been focusing on, instructing your fullbacks to kind of get stuck in.
Yeah, a little bit. You've obviously got to be very respectful of the opposition and committing too many bodies forward. But I think when you look at all of our fullbacks, really, chuck Aaron and Rico into that, are quite attack minded. So if we can find the balance of how we attack with bodies forward and how we attack and being pretty unpredictable, and you've got real quality there when they do get into those positions and they're coming from different angles where it's deeper naturally than the wide players. And I don't want our fullbacks to play the handbrake on. I think we're in a position now physically where they're able to get up and down the pitch, and obviously you've seen today we brought Aaron on after whatever it was and brings real quality and energy.
It's the first home win against Tottenham in the Premier League. Last 2 seasons finished 17th. Unfortunately still couldn't manage to beat them. How much does this win feel to finally get one with them?
Last year was slightly odd, I suppose, because it was against Thomas and coming back and us playing against them, and it was staff familiarity. I can't say it. I've been hunting down Spurs for the last couple of years. I must say, I just think it's a good day for us. It's the start. It's the first game. They've obviously got seriously talented players, a very, very experienced manager. And I'm sure it'll be a different game when we face them away.